So what does the term sustainability mean to Wells & Co? I believe it's vital for businesses like ours to lead the charge when it comes to sustainable development. In simple terms, because individuals can't and politicians won't.
Ed interview, take one.
It's long played on my mind that one of the largest sources of food waste we produce every week as a business is right here in our Bedford HQ brew point, and it's the spent grain from our brewing process.
It all begins here, on the chevrons. This is where the brewing process begins at brew point. This is where our bulk malt arrivals come on site and are blown into the silos over here. 27 tons on each one of lager and ale malt. From there, it's sent in through chain conveyors and through the mill and into the brew house. We've just made our way to the brew house deck. This is where the magic really happens in the brewing process. The mash tun over here is where all of that grain that we've milled is now combined with hot brewing liquor. After it's had a nice sit in here, we pump it underneath and here into the lauter vessel. And the lauter tun is a separation vessel. And we can separate the sweet wort from the grains. So we're back outside in the yard. The brewer spent grain has been pumped out from the lauter tun into the silo behind me. It's all discharged into the back of the trailer here, and it's ready for collection by Biogen.
So AD, or anaerobic digestion, is the breakdown of food waste through the lack of oxygen, hence the anaerobic. Once I started looking into spent grain as a feedstock source for our plants, the locality of being half a mile down the road was just ideal for us. So the grain from Wells & Co is great for us. It's clean, it's uncontaminated, it processes very well. There is a good gas content within the grain, which we are able to capture and turn into renewable electricity. So the anaerobic digestion process starts with feedstock. We then depackage that using depack equipment. Any packaging is taken out and we take the organic material from that.
Alright, so basically from the inside, take the solids, convert them to liquids, goes into our raw waste buffer tank, and then the rest of the plant, you think of that like you would a cow. Multiple stomachs that we feed slowly in turn, keep the bugs happy, they make the gas for us.
So the end product of the anaerobic digestion process is digestate, which is a natural biofertiliser. Once the material has been passed through our CHP engines and the electricity captured, it ends up in the storage tanks and will be spread on local land. Some of this, which you can see here, are fertilised by the digestate, which comes from our process.
It's fantastic that a natural waste byproduct from our brewing process is now being used to do some good. It's creating energy used to power homes, and it's also helping to create fertiliser for fields. That fertiliser is spread on fields in Bedfordshire. Those fields grow crops. Those crops are used to produce beer. What's not to love?